ago, and it has left me physically disabled. I am one of the lucky ones of 52,000 disabled Queenslanders who don't count according to the Premier. Disability affects not only individuals physically, financially and emotionally, it also takes a toll and burdens the entire family and community. Currently, funding is a lottery. For example, I know twins and only one of them has funding and the other doesn't. Now where's the logic and fairness there? I'm here to stand up for those who might not be able to. This government is targeting the people worst off in society. First and foremost, they refused to sign on to the NDIS and have cut the taxi subsidy for wheelchairs. Now how do they expect people in wheelchairs to get around? And now we find out that the taxi subsidy will be capped at $400 per annum, hidden in the budget papers, mind you. Those disabled who rely on taxi for employment will now have to join the Centrelink queue. When I met with my local LNP member to find out his stance on this issue, he blamed the federal government and the previous Bligh government. Now the Bligh government was considered to us disabled people by implementing the companion card system and the taxi subsidy, and to them we count it as a good investment. But on the other hand, the Newman government wants us to be quiet and fade away. Some of us are fighters in life, so we will give them a political fight. Put your hand up if you know a person with a disability, and note not all disabilities are obvious. For example, a brain injury has been described as the hidden disability. People can either be born with a disability or acquire one later in life from an accident. For example, I was a normal, active 30-year-old girl with a good job and no health issues, and suffered a stroke simply by flying and getting DVT. And proof disability can happen to anyone at any time. We need a system which will be there to support you when your world collapses. I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a fantastic family and support network and fall under the banner of the Acquired Brain Injury Outreach Support, which is the state government department, so they're probably on the chopping block too. It has been said that society is judged by how it treats its worst off. I have a friend with Guillain-Barré syndrome, and he therefore does not fit into any category, but he's got a wife and 2 daughters to support. Newman needs to realise that some of us disabled people are old enough to vote and young enough to be around at the next election, and we'll continue fighting for the rights of the disabled community. What he doesn't understand or appreciate is that an investment in us will eventually pay off. Productivity Commission stresses that funding is not a drain on the public purse, as people like myself rejoin the workforce and contribute to the GDP. With the right support, we will be future doctors, scientists, teachers and politicians. I call on the Premier to grow a heart and funding NDIS. We can't lag behind the rest of Australia. It's hard enough living as a disabled person, but it's even harder living as a disabled Queenslander under this government who treats us as insignificant and worthless. I challenge Mr Newman to walk in my shoes for a day or two, and maybe then he might have some understanding. Mr Newman, disabled people are fellow tax-paying voting citizens. We deserve the NDIS now.